there's a fly in here and it needs to go away because the door's open for it to leave and it's not leaving. Usually flies are clever, but this one wants to stay. Maybe he wants to be involved. But you're a mosquito. You're a mosquito. You don't get to stay. I don't know why. Look, it's such a naughty fly. You are a mosquito. You have to go away. No. Sorry, you just see me blowing on the mosquito. I'll blow on them. I'm so sorry because I don't know how else to get them to go away because I don't want to touch them. So then I use my wind to get them away from me. I'm so sorry. Hello, welcome back to another video. I am super happy today because I left a job that was really weighing me down and I'll start a brand new job on Monday. And so then I've had like a couple of days off. I even did like a video shoot. I did like a rendition song. I actually did 2 rendition songs and I did some pictures and I just feel like on top of the world right now, and I left the job behind. And actually I'm gonna make a note to talk about bullying in the workplace because we need to speak about that because it's just absolutely unacceptable that we have situations in life where we're forced to be in a really bad position and it shouldn't be allowed, and it's not allowed really. And actually we as humans, I swear he just left and how did he come back? Anyway, so we need to speak about this and how like we need to take a stand to change our lives, and I literally did that and it just feels so good. So I'm just gonna see how my life goes from now on because now I'm free from these bullies that I was working with. And when I say bullies, I mean they are bullies. I wasn't. It's a bit of a difficult one, right? Because I am not no victim, right? If you bully me, I'm going to lash out at you. If you try to attack me, I'm going to attack you back. Why? Because I have anger and my anger just won't allow it, right? But it doesn't mean that you're not doing the bullying. It doesn't mean that you're not a bully. It just means that me in particular, I receive your bullying in a different way than maybe others would. But you're still a bully, right? And so then I had to escape that environment and I did, and now I just feel so... free. So today we're speaking about something quite exciting. Every plant that I buy, they end up dying because maybe they don't like to be moved around, and I move them around. So I think I have to buy a fake one. I am going to buy a fake one next, so then I could just like move it around and it won't get upset, because I think they get upset to be moved around. Because technically I would. It's like you're using me for like things and actually I just want to not be used. And so then I understand and I'm so sorry. So I'm going to put it in my back garden for the final time and I'm going to leave it there and hopefully it will get better and I'm not going to touch it again. Anyways, okay, so today we are speaking about how to be confident. I've actually written 0 notes for this one because I'm literally going to speak from my heart, because I get told very much that I am a confident person. Also, I started speaking, I had a childhood friend that we were just like super best friends for the longest time, and we kind of fell out. Oh no! For a long time, and then today or yesterday and the day before we've started speaking again, and it's actually just been such a positive experience, and it's weird that it came exactly when I left this job, and then it's just been such a positive experience for the last 2 days. Anyway, and because she's been diagnosed with something, it reminded me of like I was speaking to the doctor and the doctor told me that he thinks that I'm autistic, and when he said that to me I was like, what? I was like, wow. So then like I googled it and like the whole thing describes what I am, and I guess like I'm a very high functioning autistic person. But I always get the point that I'm making is that, so then I was speaking to her and she was like you know, helping me process the information and stuff, which was really helpful. But what I understand is that people always say to me like, God, you're so different, and you know, you're not scared of asking questions, and you're not scared of doing this, and you're not scared of doing that. Oh gosh, you're so confident. Meanwhile, in my experience, I'm just like dying all the time in my head, like, oh my gosh, like, get me out of here. But for some reason I always have the courage to do what needs to be done, and people see that as confident. And actually now that I'm learning a little bit about autism, and if I am autistic, it kind of explains a lot as to like why I'm so able to do certain things that others are scared of doing, and me, I have no fear of doing them at all. Like for example, if there's a question and we don't know what the answer is, I'm gonna put my hand up and I'm gonna ask the question because we need the answer. Love you for 1,000 years. Anyways, So I do get a feedback a lot that, oh Nayna, you're so confident, and meanwhile I'm like, but am I? Because I'm like so insecure. And I'm not that insecure, because actually now, and this is why I'm doing these videos, because now I'm finally learning how to just be what I am, be happy with what I am, celebrate what I am, and then give it to the world, and then allow people to enjoy what I am, instead of having all these doubts and all these questions and all these insecurities, like, oh my gosh, but what if this, what if that, what if this? Like, I'm really learning to just let all that go and just say, here I am, take me or leave me, and if you take me, I know you love me, thank you very much. Instead of worrying about who doesn't take me, who doesn't want me, I'm just gonna concentrate on who does take me and who does want me, because they obviously want to take me and they obviously want me. Anyway, let's start from the beginning. Not that there is one, because I've literally written 0 notes. What? Really, I should have, because now I'm like, where do I start? Let me actually write some notes now. Like, where do I start? This has made me smile, because I love this type of new world that I have in my head, that I feel like we're building here on earth, because God knows we deserve a better world, and here we are and we're building it. So I've put here that the character, there's a few different places that you could be confident in, right? So the character of how you come across and how you speak or how you handle people, that's a character, so that's one of them. Your skills is another one, so what you have to give to people and how you do things. I feel like that's another set of confidence. And then your brain and how you think, and the things that you think, and the things that you want to say, and the things that you are interested in. I think that that's another confident, another section related to confidence. And maybe there's like more, like for example my body, like confidence in my body. Actually, yeah, I think that the body must be like a fourth one, like confidence in the body. So I feel like, yeah, for us to be confident in ourselves, we have to analyze ourselves first, because if we're not confident and we're insecure, that means that we see something that we don't like about ourselves, and then we concentrate on that, and then we stay stuck on that, and it just becomes this trauma that's over our eyes, thinking, for example, I have a double chin all of the time. My son's like, you always have a double chin. I'm like, yeah, I know that, Gabe. What can I do about that? Nothing. What was the point I was making? Yes, so then you become traumatized about it, right? And it becomes the only thing that you think about all the time, right? So instead of doing that, you naughty, you're not gonna bite me today. Yeah. You so naughty. Why do you want my legs? You're not having my legs. Let me put my legs up, because he's gonna try and bite my legs. So what I'm learning to do, right, is like, what I think is important that we do is that we analyze all of ourselves. So not just the bad, but the good as well, because that's so important for us to be confident, is that we have to become aware about what it is that we are good at, not just what we're not good at or where we're not the best, but what are we the best at and what are we good at. So the 4 things that I said, we could be making a list about all of the things that we are great at. So in my character, what is great about me? And actually, some people, because they're so insecure and they're so sad, sometimes they don't even have the space to have positivity about themselves. And then I think that that's where others need to step in and help you, because from the outside it's really easy sometimes to analyze another and what they're good at. And actually that's one of the things that we have as humanity, is that we're so willing, when we're being positive, we're so willing to actually say the positivity of others. So if you don't know that about yourself, which a lot of us, we do know that about ourselves, but if you don't, then you could ask somebody else to tell you what are you good at in these 4 areas, and you could make a list of all of these areas. So what am I good at in my character? What am I good at in my skills? What am I good at with my brain and my thinking? And again, you could sit down with somebody and let them help you make this list. But with the brain one, I think it's more to do with like what makes you excited in life, what makes you happy, what type of questions do you like, what type of questions do you have about life. And even if it's like, why do clothes get made that way, or why do burgers get made that way, or why do we do this, or why do we do that, like whatever your brain thinks about the most, that is what you should put down as your, what do you call that list? As your positives. So you make a positive list of all of these things, of like what makes you great. So for example, I am a bit curvy. A lot of other people around me are not so curvy. They're a little bit like slim, and I always felt embarrassed that I was the curvy one and everybody just had a slim body and I didn't. I had a curvy body. But now, I don't know, it feels like I've got into a place in my life where I'm just like, listen, this is what I am. Love me or leave me alone. Whereas before, I would be like, I'm so embarrassed. But what for? If you don't like me, leave me alone. Oh no. And so then I don't need to sit here and be scared about your feelings about me because...
Oops.
What for? I can't change the way that I am. What else can I do? Like, but just leave me alone. You're so naughty. You and your long legs. You may not. I'm gonna put my other leg up. So I guess, right, that other people's perspectives, which actually just lives in our brain because technically people do not think about you for long enough for it to be that important, but it's like a stain. It stains in our brain. When we think somebody's thought something bad about us, it literally stains in our brain, and their reality has moved on a long time ago, and the only time that it hasn't moved on is when somebody becomes obsessed with you. But that obsession is actually a compliment. So if somebody's obsessed with you, that's actually a compliment that you are amazing. But if they're not obsessed with you, which a lot of people are not because they're just getting on with their lives. Sorry guys, this mosquito just wants to be naughty today. I don't even know where he came from. Maybe I should just let him bite me so he can go away.
Whoa.
Their realities have moved on a long time ago, and you're still there with this stained thought about yourself when literally nobody's thinking that anymore. There was just like one passing thought. So it is better for us to concentrate, and this is what I'm doing, just concentrate on the things that are great. So what is great about your character? You know, are you a bit chirpy? Are you a bit of a leader? Are you a bit helpful? What are the positive things about yourself in your character that you are? Put that on the list. Put that on your positive list. What are the things in your skills? What are you good at? What are you naturally good at? What do you find yourself finding easy or find enjoyable when you're giving it to others? Like skills in terms of doing things. I don't know, like my skills are quite varied. So like I'm IT savvy, like you can give me anything that's like mechanical and I'll figure it out. You can put me on the computer. If there's a problem, I'll figure out how to fix it. If something is broken, I'll figure out how to fix it. I'm very mechanical. Literally, if you give me a messy house, I love to tidy it up. I don't like to clean. That's one of the things I actually don't like cleaning. I love tidying up, but I don't like cleaning. I think that things should clean themselves. I can sit here and think of all of the ways that my skills are positive, and I can make a whole list. And in my body, I guess I have nice long hair and it's curly, even though sometimes I hate my hair because it's like the first day it's beautiful, the second day not so much. The third day, what the heck is that? The fourth day, girl, wash your hair. So then really I have beautiful hair for one day. But like one day I can commemorate that I have beautiful hair. So here we are, and we're making a list about what makes us amazing. And so then now that you have this list, you should immerse yourself in that list, that this is who I am. And anything that's negative that comes towards you, you take it and you say, I don't want that to be my truth. And I have to interject there, yeah, because some people, they might be a bit different than this because they want to know all of the facts, and so then they want to accept the bad as well as the good. Whereas me, when I accept the bad, and maybe it's to do with like my brain and how my brain works, like that weighs me down. Like I can't explain to you, that weighs me down and I can't get past it. So what I'd rather do is say, I don't want to be that, and if you think I'm that, I don't want to concentrate on that. What I do want to concentrate on is what makes me happy, and this list over here makes me happy. So if you see me and all you see is my double chin, and all you see is how loud I am, or all you see is how inappropriate I am because I ask inappropriate questions, if that's all that you see, I don't want to look at that. So then I'm going to walk away from you and I'm going to look at somebody who doesn't see those things, and if they see them, they love them. So then it's not a negative experience, it's not a negative feedback. It's actually like, Nayna, I love how you ask really blunt questions and you're not scared of asking them, instead of, Nayna, it's really inappropriate that you ask these questions. And then somebody else will be like, Nayna, I love how your face is like so cute, and when you do this, it's like so cute, instead of, Nayna, when you do this, like you look really ugly. So people may have a negative perspective of what you are, and those people, you need to turn away from them and look at the people who love you for what you are. And I feel like we force ourselves to be around people who don't like us for what we are, and they have negative things to say about us, instead of spending all of our time swimming in the positive aspects of ourselves. And I know in this world right now, we are teaching that we have to accept the bad with the good. We have to face the bad and the good. Whereas me, I can't do that because the bad makes me want to die. The bad is too heavy. And actually, I believe in the opposite. We don't need the bad to know the good. We don't need to be aware of the bad to appreciate the good. I feel like that's such an old philosophy. It needs to be thrown in a bin. What we need is nothing and something. We don't need something and the opposite. We just need nothing and something. I don't know if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. So then either I am nothing and I'm like nothing, or I am amazing. I'm nothing or I'm happy. I'm nothing or I'm exciting. Do you know what I mean? Instead of like, I'm pretty but I'm ugly. I'm loud and people love that, but I'm loud and people hate that. No, forget what people hate. Look at what is amazing about you. And I feel like when we immerse ourselves in the things that make us great, then we become naturally confident. I feel like when people say confidence, they're actually talking about you being able to stand in yourself, accept yourself, be happy with yourself. So then if something negative comes your way, it doesn't faze you, it doesn't move you, it doesn't change your mind. Why? Because you have chosen what you have chosen, and it's the positive and not the negative. And that is called confidence. And so then when we have this package, this confident self with all these amazing things, what do we do with that package? We give them to each other, we share it, we give it, and that makes you a lovable person. So not only am I confident in myself, I'm happy with who I am, I think I'm amazing. Not only that, but I am here to give myself to you. I'm here to share my skills, I'm here to share my character, I'm here to share my body with whoever I choose to share my body with. I'm here to give myself to you. And when we do that, we're sharing greatness. I'm observing who I am as greatness, and I'm sharing my greatness with you, and you're receiving my best, you're receiving my greatness. And imagine if I was to embrace my negative sides and then I'm sharing my negative sides with you because I've justified them. Isn't that like not nice? So then I'm here to share my greatness. So I'm going to become aware of what makes me great, and I'm going to share my greatness with you, and then you're going to receive the best of me because I'm doing the work in my brain here. To round this video up, I really do think that greatness is what makes confidence, and greatness is studied through doing brain work, through sitting there with yourself and analyzing yourself, and then spending all your time thinking about those positive things. So every morning I have affirmations. I know some people don't believe in affirmations, but for me, affirmations is not really attracting them to myself. It's actually reminding me of what it is that I want to have my brain think about. And so then I do that every morning. Like, I say all of the good things about myself, so then I live in that place in my brain. And I think that that's what we should all do. And then we become confident, because it's like, hey, I'm Nayna, I'm here to offer you my best, and this is my best, and isn't that amazing? And thank you. And for anything else that doesn't agree with my best, no thank you. No thank you. Goodbye. And I'm sorry you feel like that, but let me just go and wash my hands, and goodbye. Yeah. And maybe I hope that I've described what confidence is, rather than having like a sentence to describe confidence. I've more kind of like broke it all down, because I feel like really that is somebody who's confident. They're aware of what they are. They're aware of how great they are. Nothing opposing it actually changes their mind. And if it does, it only changes it for a second, and then they bounce back up, say, no, but I'm great. And I feel like that's what makes somebody confident. Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I shall see you next time. Until then, be happy, be confident, and yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye.